Welcome everybody. We have finally loaded into the game. It is Terranuapart, the Protoss in the bottom right, going up against DDMMYYY, and there's going to be a pause. Okay. And I just want to say this is the eSpot Billiards and Arcades live LAN tournament hosted by Team TQ. eSpot is our sponsor, and it's so great to have this tournament. We are now 7 hours into this, and we actually have a new co-caster. Atticus did have to go because it's 7 hours of casting. Yeah, so why don't you say hello?
Hi, I'm Thundertuss, and I'll be jumping into co-caster.
Yeah, and now, Thundertoss, why don't you just say, because you run tournaments and do fun stuff like that, why don't you just say a little bit about that?
Yeah, I'm the host slash organizer of the Top 200 King of the Hill, which is every Friday. We've got a lot of other events coming out, like the CSL tournament for any of you who are in college and participating in esports. Also got a bunch of show matches coming up, but you can just search my name on Team Liquid and find a bunch of events that are coming out. I actually have a consolidated event page if you are interested. So
Yeah, so definitely check that out, guys. Right now, I do want to immediately note the fact that we have a forward pilot from Terranuapart suggesting that he's going to do some form of fast expansion. I'm definitely looking for a 15 Nexus, as it does seem like he's going to be going for a 15 Nexus. You can see it has all the probes queued up, and that is a really, really strong build if you can just stay alive in the early game.
yeah, that would be interesting. I've never actually seen him go for such a heavy econ build, but um, I mean it's decent on this map, especially now that he's going to scout that it's cross positional. Um,
Yeah, one of
did
the
have a 14 pull, I believe, from DD.
MMYYY. It's the date, month, year format, so I just call them either DDMMYYY or DD or day. All those work.
Hmm.
I think it's fun to go DDMMYYY, but that's just me
I'm
and
gonna call
my.
it DMY.
All right, that works too. I'm kind of half delirious and lightheaded at this point because I've had to cast a bunch of games solo off and on, so I'm really out of it. But we do actually have a Forge going down before the Nexus, so it was a 15 Forge, 15 Nexus. So an interesting choice, trying to play a little bit more defensively. I'm pretty sure he scouted that there was no expansion, realized that he needs to have some form of defense earlier on as the spawning pool would already be out. Therefore, he did decide to throw down the Forge first and then immediately start throwing down cannons the second he has enough money to.
Yeah, the really interesting thing is that DMY actually never sent out a drone scout or anything. Looks like he's about to scout his lings, but he has no idea what's going on. So um, I'm guessing that's why he went for that pool first build. Didn't want to sacrifice any kind of drone scouts, although it's kind of unusual against a Protoss.
Yeah, we do have a Zerg on the left, but a lot of shift attack you when you try and just scout for any proxy pylons, and it's actually end up going right by this probe that ends up coming in and seeing the expansion.
And that probe actually might even make it into the base.
Yeah, it definitely will. Okay, so now, yeah, Queen is gonna start attacking, trying to take it down, but actually might escape.
So that probe's going to see that link speed gun, and that link speed's about 25% of the way done. That's going to cue him off to a couple things. Actually, he even sees the second queen. That's nothing unusual. But he knows that at least Lair or Roaches are going to be somewhat delayed, simply because that link speed's going on. So that's going to make him a little bit more confident in his fast expansion here, although he's going to need to pump out some units to deal with some speedlings pretty soon.
Yeah. Alright, so now we gotta see what the players are both trying to do. We do have Terranuapart just now getting up his Cybernetics core. That is one of the issues about going for such a fast Nexus, is you are very weak earlier on. That's why you have to get cannons out. That's why you need to get a good wall off. Because, okay, a good friend of mine actually likened a 15 Nexus to a Spirit Bomb in Dragon Ball Z. Did you ever watch Dragon Ball Z?
I actually, like 2 days ago, rewatched all of Dragon Ball Z Kai. No joke. And I think that's correct. Yeah, I mean you have to have a lot of time to build up, but once you get that going, it is nigh unstoppable.
Yep. Now all we need is a few Krillins to sacrifice and then we're okay.
I guess so. Yeah.
All right, but
I
this
guess
is
maybe those will be the probes that he cut early on to do this.
yeah, but you can see that he should be chrono boosting out probes his entire time. If you look at the unit station, you can see that he's only one probe behind the Zerg, which is actually kind of weird. I think it'd be actually ahead at this point. Usually you are if you chrono boost out your probes. But it seems that DDMMY is just choosing to go for straight drone production and not even worrying about anything else, and even expanding on the bottom left, trying to get up his economy to be able to out macro this 15 Nexus essentially.
Ooh, and this Overlord that he's sacking right now is the money Overlord, seeing these five more gateways, so he knows it's going to be a six-gate push, and he's going to be well prepared. Six-gate push is really powerful when your opponent is going for that double expand response to Forge opening, but now that he's scouted it, he can prepare for it, throw down some spine crawlers, get those roaches out, and we'll see how well he can hold this. I mean, it's still a powerful push, but ooh, yeah, he's grabbing Burrow too. Burrow is one of the banes of the six-gate push, just because you don't have a robo for scans or anything, um, or scans. So
Yeah.
Burrow is just like, oh, so good against this push.
All right. So now this third hatchery did just finish, so we're gonna have to see how D is going to continue to deal with this. He's now just producing straight up units. As you said before, the Roach Burrow is a great counter to this because there is no detection, which is one of the reasons why whenever I do something like this, I always throw in a Robo, and it's just so much better at dealing with this.
Yeah, but I mean, this push you can't even afford the robo tech. Um, it's specifically geared to this timing, and if you know that it's coming, the Roach, the Burrow timing is just excellent. So he did a really awesome job of stacking that Overlord at exactly the right time.
Yes, these guys are definitely very strong players, and it's kind of scary when you think that these guys are in the losers bracket of this tournament.
I don't actually know who DMY is, but I know that Terranuapart's actually played in my King of the Hill quite a couple times here.
Yeah, Terranuapart actually qualified for the TQ Invitational. Do you know about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Terranuapart actually qualified for it last week, I believe, and it's gonna be awesome to see him do this because you can see that right now. I've actually never seen him PvZ before, but this is really cool to watch. He's using great force fields to actually end up actually snipe this hatchery. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
DMY forced to pull probes here. Not really utilizing that burrow as much as he could be, and losing a ton of units here. And this 6K push may even be too powerful after he scouted it.
I think it is. He's not being patient with his units. He's trying to immediately save this hatchery instead of waiting for that mass of units that will actually be able to deal with Terranuapart's army. He's just being overzealous and trying to defend himself right now, so he's inching in the Zerglings way too quickly, and there's GG.
Yeah, if you looked at the units last tab, he was really far behind. He had lost twice as much resources as tearing you apart.
Terranuapart, great push, great push.